Hello, I'm back and I built an apartment this time. Hi. It's been a hot minute since I've been here. I've been very busy the past, I don't even know how, I don't even remember when I built this, but since I built it, I've had a lot going on, honestly. I'll talk about this. This is a little studio apartment I built. It's like kind of quirky, kind of fun, kind of everything going on. There's a lot of different elements to this. I don't know how quote unquote cohesive they are, but I also don't care. So this was just an excuse to have fun. You may or may not notice I forgot a bathroom until that point. Ha, fun. Uh, so this was definitely something I sort of did on the fly. I think. Obviously, I can't remember. It's been 7,000 years. Uh, so this was like my idea was I like maximalism. I like the red couch from Paranormal, which you'll see in just a moment. I wanted to use that couch so bad. And I also don't have the maximalism kit, but I do have some other stuff. And so I used it. And I think it turned out really cool. I've also just like wanted to do like a studio apartment kind of vibe because like I don't really do that often. I usually like to close things off into rooms if I can. Just that works better for me. And so I just changed it up a little bit. So yeah, this really only would work for like one sim, maybe if they have a guest over or something, because both sides of the bed are accessible. It's just I I can't imagine living here with more than one person like in real life either. I also I gave them like things that would denote them as liking animals. Like I ended up putting like a little cat statue and like a little dog statue and a calendar and stuff. But I didn't put anything for an animal, and I feel like this would be really tight space to have like a dog or something. And there's no room for a cat. There is just no room to put a litter box. That's the big thing. So I was thinking this is someone who like, for lease reasons, cannot have animals, but really wants an animal. Maybe I don't know. They could have a fish. People have fish. Fish are cool. Or maybe it's like they live at this point in their life, they live in the city and they're like, this is really cool. And they really love this apartment, but they're also really torn because, like, I don't know, they just want to get like a cat or a dog or something, and their landlord is like, please don't, and they're like, okay, I gotcha, and so they don't. But yeah, um, the spaces are kind of taking shape now. Uh, I had a lot of fun making this. I think I already said, but my idea behind this was really just do whatever, focus more on color than like the content going into it. So the bedroom is honestly one of the more subdued rooms in that regard, where you can already see I have like the bright red wallpaper and rug, but it's a little bit less than some of the other rooms. And then in the living room kind of area, I do a little bit more with that. I have that rug and I have that couch and I have that wallpaper, and I got some other stuff going on. Honestly, it was just like a really fun time, just like going wild with it. But yeah, so I I should probably explain why this took me so long. Because I want to. Because oh my god, I've been a little bit stressed out this week. So I think I said to myself on Sunday. It's Friday, by the way. I think I said to myself on Sunday, I got to record that voiceover for that thing I made, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it on Sunday. And then I don't remember what I did Sunday, but this was not it. So I was like, oh, okay, I got this. I'll be fine. I'll just do it on Monday. So Monday morning I went to class, and then after class I had scheduled to give blood, as one does. So there was like a blood drive at my school, and I was like, I want to give blood because I enjoy giving blood. So I did that. I went to that, and that took me way longer than I expected. And then I had to go to work to do something. And after that, I think I just went home and like lay down for a bit. Not because of the blood, because I was supremely stressed out. Because that night I had a lab for one of my classes, and then my orchestra, instead of meeting Monday at 8, we met at 6 because we had a concert the next day, but there was a faculty concert on Monday night. And my professor was like, I don't want you guys to have to miss this. It's really good, but we have a concert the next day. So I go to rehearsal, get through my rehearsal. Then I go watch the faculty of my school's music faculty, several members of them. I watched them play Bach, which also was really good. They were amazing. which I should expect because they're like professionals. Also, this is the bathroom. I put plants in the bathroom with no windows. Don't come after me. I thought it looked cool. So I watched that. And then, like, finally after that, like, I go home and I think I just immediately fell asleep or something. I honestly don't remember what I did after that. This whole week has been a blur. So then, no, I went home, I took a shower, and went to sleep. So then Tuesday morning, I did not wake up when I should have woken up. I woke up, I think, 10 minutes before my chemistry class, sprinted over without brushing my teeth, and we just spent my chemistry class getting ready for my exam the next week, which, yes, is this coming Monday. I've been having a great time. So I get ready. I go to my chemistry class. I go to my class after that. I go to orchestra. We, of course, do orchestra things in orchestra. And I'm like, hell yeah. And then, no, oh, I remember. I'm sorry. I'm like piecing together the vague memories of what I've done in the past 5 days. And then I go to work. I do something at work. And then I go to class. Did I go to class? I did go to class. I think I tried to take a nap before class. Yeah, I've been in that kind of place. No, I didn't take a nap. I went to class, and then after class, I got dinner. I ate with some friends. It was nice. And then I changed, had my concert. I think it went well, but at the same time, there's little things that I'm really hard on myself about. Whatever. Anyway, that's why Tuesday was an absolute mess, but like a fun mess. It was a good mess. Speaking of good mess, this apartment. I really like how this is coming together, honestly. I should probably talk more about it. Okay, so my concept behind this was kind of embracing the idea of maximalism of I like everything, so I'm going to have everything. So I made a space for someone who has a lot of interests and has a lot of hobbies and kind of tried to express as many of them as possible. So you saw a camera and some magazines, a bunch of photography equipment. What else? Plants. You're going to see some, oh my God, what are they called? Skis. I'm sorry, I don't ski. There's some skis I'm going to put up later. Fair warning, those might block the door. I didn't play test this. You're on your own, homie. Oh my God, there was other stuff I put in here. I'm so, this is awful. This is the worst voiceover I've ever done. Oh no. But I just tried to like incorporate as many features as possible, and I told myself, oh, this must be something the person here likes. And I just kind of went with it. Like whatever looked kind of cool and quirky and fun. Hence the little title I got, Quirky Studio Apartment. And yeah, it's a studio. I don't do studios often, so like I wanted to do something a little bit different. And I did, and it was a lot of fun. But yeah. So yeah, Wednesday, I'm going to be completely honest with all of you. I do not remember what I have done for most of this week. All I remember is that it wasn't recording for this. Or it was telling myself I would record this and then finding myself doing something else for the entire rest of the day. It was honestly kind of chaotic. But yeah, here's the kitchen. I don't really do much on the kitchen at first, if I remember correctly. I know I came back and like continued recording some stuff later after the fact. I was like, oh, I forgot to decorate the kitchen, and oh, I forgot to put this here and that. But whatever. So, yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm running out of things to say all of a sudden. I don't know. How are all of you? I put breakfast on the wall. I eat breakfast sometimes. Oh, right, today. Oh, so today was Friday. Today was a normal day for the most part. Except the night before, don't ask why, I went to bed at 2:30 in the morning. And I woke up at 6:15 when my first alarm goes off. Yes, that's early. It works for me, sort of. And, and then I hit snooze because I was like, I deserve a couple more minutes. And I woke up when the clock tower on my campus chimed 8 a.m. Now, I don't have class at 8 on Fridays, which is so good because I had a test today in my first class. But I had promised my friend I would help her move something. And I woke up and my first thought was, oh no. So that all sort of, she got someone else to help her, and like I was like, I'm so sorry, and she was like, it's okay, you got 4 hours of sleep. So that has been the exciting part of my day. And then the other exciting part, I went to my chemistry class. Okay, this is part of why I was up until 2 a.m. So yesterday afternoon, I got a message from my chemistry professor that he sent out to the whole class that said, bring in some haikus. We're doing haikus on Friday, which honestly, I'm here for it. So I like opened the tab on Canvas or whatever, and I was like, okay, I'll do this later. And I was in like the middle of one of my other lectures, and then like I go to dinner and stuff, and like I completely forget about it. And then at like 12:30, I was like doing something on my computer, and I remembered, oh wait, I have to write 2 haikus for chemistry class. So I stay up until nearly 2 a.m. just hanging out with my friends, writing haikus for my chemistry class. And then I went into class today and I was talking about, yeah, I wrote these. I hope they're good. And someone said, we didn't have to write them ourselves, right? And I was just mortified. I stayed up for so long. I mean, I found some really interesting fun facts about the elements I ended up doing. So I did cobalt and thulium. I also don't think about thulium very often. But I think they're not that bad. And I got to present them to the... I'm so sorry. I had a couple crackers. I had to present them to the class, and my professor went up to his office and brought a little pumpkin candle, but instead of a wax candle, it was just something soaked in isopropanol that he lit on fire a few times, and then quickly covered with a jar. And on either side, he had 2 whiteboard markers. And so we got to stand up in front of the candle and present to the class, and we got snaps afterwards. It was definitely one of the weirdest classes I've had just entirely in my college career. But it was also very fun, and he brought his dog, and his dog was very cute. So yes, I had a fun day, and then not much else happened. I took a 3-hour nap. That was the rest of my day, and it felt amazing. Anyway, I should probably talk more about this build. So, yeah, my whole idea was like big, fun, quirky. Just do whatever the hell I want, and I think that's really fun. I put lights on that little divider. I put the clock from bowling. I feel like I almost used another item from the bowling pack. Oh yeah, I used a million packs. That was part of the ethos of this design. Oh yeah, that was the other hobby I was thinking the Sim has. They really like music, because I gave them the amps, and that's it. The freezer burning guitar getting shocked by lightning. I think that's so cool. I never use that guitar. I think it's really cool. Sometimes I wish I had the Ghoulish Grim guitar, just because like I think it looks really cool, and I wish there were more guitars in the game, especially more like electric guitars. But I also, for whatever reason, the idea of signing up for the newsletter just intimidates me greatly. So I don't. Also here, I just gave them a little cork board by their, whatchamacallit, their photography supplies. I was thinking this was someone who, like, is like, I was thinking their main money thing is like photography, and that calendar maybe has gigs or something, and the whatchamacallit, the poster of the guy with the energy drink might be like something from an event they went to, maybe for their job, maybe just like for funsies. So there's that. And of course, just like a postcard, because you get postcards from your friends, you put them up on your corkboard. Anyway, here I'm finishing the kitchen, because like I finished building for the day, quote unquote, and then a couple hours later, like after I ate dinner, I was like, oh wait, there's more I can do, and so I just did some more. And one thing I actually really wish I had done is I really wish that table there had been one from Snowy Escape with the little snowboards on it. I think that would have been really cool, and it would have really like, I'm not, it's not that it would have like completed the look, but I think it would have been a nice touch. And I did end up putting artwork somewhere. Did I not? Oh, I know one thing that I don't end up recording, but I end up doing is I realized that I have a room full of plants with no windows. So I was like, well, I should probably get some lights in here. So I ended up using those really cool like fluorescent light bulbs, like the really long tube light bulbs from Machino stuff, and I put those in I'm sorry, I'm tripping over my words. I put those in the bathroom kind of hanging up. Also, those are the skis that might block your sim from getting into the into the whole apartment. But yeah, I put those like right next to that corner with all the plants, and I think it turned out really cool. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I think this is like the point where I'm just like going around checking, seeing what else I can add because like I wanted to have like as much going on. Oh, I put incense. I wanted to have like as much going on here as possible. Oh, and I put a yoga mat. This really is the sim who wants to do everything and literally cannot choose one and is probably like this has to be someone who's very very okay with like a lot going on and doesn't get overwhelmed by a very busy space because I know that that's not me and I would be very overwhelmed by a very busy space like this. I say this as I sit in my room, which honestly reminds me of this in some ways with how eclectic and incoherent a lot of my personal design effects are. But I think it's cute. I think it can work for some people, and I think whoever lives here pulls it off really well. I also wanted to add some shelves above the bed because on the one hand, I feel like it's kind of counterintuitive because of where that light is, but on the other hand, it let me put more stuff in here, which is always a fine excuse to do anything. So I think that's like I'm sorry, I'm tripping over words again. So I'm trying to see how much longer is in this video, but the little window on my software that shows me that my recording is working and lets me like turn it on and off is blocking the rest of the little timestamp thing or the timeline. So that's fun. Yeah. Oh yeah, and the last thing I did was just go and put some rugs around in places, just because like I usually forget to put rugs until the last minute whenever I build stuff. I don't know why. I think it's because like at my house or my parents' house rather, we don't have that many rugs. Like there's a rug in like the room with the TV. There's like a rug in my bedroom, like my sister's room, my brother's room, my parents' room. But there's no rug in like our living room. There's no rug in our dining room. We have little standing mats in our kitchen, like you're about to see here. And those are really just like glorified spots for my cat to sleep. Because for some reason, my cat really, really, really loves sleeping on our standing mats. Just like she sleeps in front of the refrigerator. And what she's been doing recently, I went home recently, but what she's been doing is she sits with her face right up against the refrigerator and just kind of like stares at it. And I don't know what she's doing. Like, yeah, it's warm, I guess, but I don't know what she's doing there. Anyway, this is coming to a close finally. I hope you've all enjoyed my incoherent rambling and my incoherent decor. And now it's done. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Anyway, oh yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this. Have a great day. If you want to get this for yourself, it's on my website. That's in the description. I'm going to go now. Bye-bye.